Have you ever woken up and thought to yourself, why am I still feeling so tired, even after a full night's sleep? Or maybe you've noticed that little aches and pains linger longer than they used to, or that it takes more time to bounce back from a cold, a fall, or even just a stressful day. If that sounds familiar, you're definitely not alone. As we get older, our bodies don't respond quite the same way they did in our younger years. That's just the truth of it. But here's the good news. It doesn't mean your body can't heal anymore. It just means it needs a little more support, a little more intention, and maybe a fresh start. Because yes, your body can reset, and yes, it can activate its natural healing powers again, even after 60. Now, I know that might sound a bit too good to be true, especially if you've been feeling stuck in a cycle of low energy, slow recovery, or chronic discomfort. But you'd be surprised what just a few simple changes can do. Not complicated routines, not expensive supplements, just daily habits that real people like you and me can do, right from home. In this video, we're going to talk heart-to-heart about how to gently bring your body back to a state of balance so it can do what it was designed to do, heal itself. We'll go over small things that make a big difference. And the best part is, you don't have to do everything all at once. You can take what works for you and leave the rest. Let's start with something that seems simple, but is often overlooked: hydration. Yep, water. Our bodies are made up of about 60% water, but as we age, we tend to lose that natural thirst signal. You might go hours without drinking a single glass of water and not even notice, but your cells notice. Your joints, your digestion, your brain, all of it suffers when your body is even a little dehydrated. And I'm not just talking about drinking more water. I'm talking about staying consistently hydrated throughout the day. Not just gulping a big glass when you feel parched, but sipping slowly over time. When your body is properly hydrated, it can transport nutrients more efficiently, flush out toxins, and keep everything moving smoothly inside. A great tip is to start your day with a glass of warm water before your coffee or tea. Add a slice of lemon, if you like. It wakes up your digestive system gently and sets a healthy tone for the rest of the day. Keep a water bottle or glass nearby as a reminder and sip from it regularly, even if you're not thirsty. You'd be amazed at how much more energized and mentally clear you can feel just by doing this one thing. Now, once your body starts getting the hydration it needs, the next step is to think about how you're fueling it. Because after 60, what you eat doesn't just affect your waistline. It impacts your energy, your memory, your joints, and your mood. Your body is still doing important work every day, even if it's quieter about it now. And food is the raw material it uses to repair, build, and restore. But here's where a lot of folks get tripped up. We grew up in a time when food was simple, homemade, and full of whole ingredients. Over the years, though, the food landscape has changed a lot. Prepackaged meals, processed snacks, sugary drinks, they're everywhere. And while they're convenient, they don't give your body what it truly needs to thrive. So if you're looking to reset your body's natural healing ability, one of the best things you can do is gently shift your diet back toward real, whole foods. That doesn't mean giving up everything you enjoy. It just means leaning more on foods that your body recognizes. Fresh fruits and vegetables, whole grains, nuts, seeds, and good sources of protein. And I'll tell you something, your body will thank you. You might notice your digestion improving, your sleep getting deeper, your skin looking brighter. Even your joints might feel less stiff. Think of food as your daily medicine, not in a strict or stressful way, but in a loving, nourishing way. Like, I'm giving my body what it needs so it can take better care of me. If that feels overwhelming, just start small. Maybe you swap out one processed snack for a piece of fruit and some almonds, or you add a side of greens to your lunch. These are small, manageable shifts that add up over time. And the beautiful thing is, the more you do it, the more your body responds. Because it wants to heal, it just needs the right support. Now, you might be thinking, all right, I've heard all this before. Eat better, drink water, but I'm still not feeling like myself. And that's understandable, because even with good nutrition and hydration, your body needs something else just as important: peace. You see, stress isn't just an emotional experience. It's a physical one. When you carry stress in your body, it can slow down healing, weaken your immune system, disrupt your sleep, and increase inflammation. And unfortunately, The older we get, the more life we've lived, the more losses, changes, worries. We carry all of that with us, sometimes without even realizing it. That's why finding moments of calm every day is a vital part of resetting your healing powers. You don't need a fancy meditation practice or hours of free time. Just a few minutes to sit quietly, breathe deeply, and be with yourself without distraction. That's enough to begin calming your nervous system and signaling to your body, it's okay now. You're safe. You can relax. Even something as simple as stepping outside and feeling the sun on your face or listening to your favorite song with your eyes closed can create a moment of peace. And it's in those moments that your body starts to shift out of survival mode and into healing mode. Now that we've talked about how hydration, nourishment, and calming your mind work together to support your body's natural reset, let's move into something that might surprise you: how powerful movement can be. Now, I'm not talking about running marathons or lifting heavy weights. I mean gentle, intentional movement that tells your body, hey, I'm still here, I still care. Let's keep things flowing. You see, after 60, many people start slowing down. And that's understandable. Maybe the knees ache a bit more. Maybe balance feels a little off. Or maybe it just feels easier to sit a little longer each day. But the truth is, movement isn't just about muscles or burning calories. It's about circulation. It's about keeping your joints happy, your brain alert, your digestion regular, and your immune system strong. When you move your body, even just a little each day, you're helping your lymphatic system, your body's natural detox machine, do its job. Unlike your heart, which pumps blood automatically, your lymph system needs you to move in order to work properly. It's like giving your internal cleanup crew the green light to sweep out what your body doesn't need anymore. Simple things like taking a walk after breakfast, doing a few stretches in the morning sun, or gently dancing to a favorite old tune in your living room. All of that counts. You don't need to break a sweat to make a difference. Just get things moving. A body in motion tend to stay in motion, and over time, you'll feel the difference. Your joints loosen up. Your mood lifts. Your sleep gets deeper. It's like slowly waking your body up from the inside out. Speaking of waking up, let's talk about something else that's deeply connected to healing: sleep. Now, I know sleep can get a bit tricky with age. Maybe you find yourself waking up in the middle of the night or having trouble falling asleep in the first place. But sleep is when your body does some of its most important repair work. It's not just about resting your mind. It's when your cells regenerate, your immune system reboots, and your memory processes and stores a day's events. So if you're finding sleep to be a challenge lately, don't brush it off. It matters more than ever. Start by looking at your nighttime routine. Are you giving your body signals that it's time to wind down? Things like dimming the lights an hour before bed, turning off bright screens, maybe sipping a calming tea or listening to soft music can all help ease your body into rest mode. And if your thoughts are keeping you up, those late-night worries or to-do lists running on a loop, try writing them down. Keep a notebook by the bed. Sometimes, just putting your thoughts on paper gives your mind permission to let go for the night. And your body, once it feels safe and still, can finally get to work healing while you sleep. Now, as we're talking about these different ways to reset the body, there's one more thing that plays a bigger role than most people realize, and that's connection. Yes, real human connection. Whether it's chatting with an old friend on the phone, laughing with a grandchild, sharing a meal with neighbors, or even just exchanging smiles with someone at the grocery store, these small moments remind your brain that you're not alone. And believe it or not, that sense of belonging, of being seen and heard, is healing. Loneliness doesn't just feel heavy. It affects the body. It increases stress hormones, weakens the immune system, and can even mimic the effects of physical pain. That's why staying connected, even in small, simple ways, is one of the most underrated paths to wellness. Now, I know not everyone has a big social circle, and that's okay. It's not about the number of people. It's about the quality of the connection. Even one meaningful conversation a week can lift your spirits in a way that no vitamin ever could. If reaching out feels hard, start small. Send a message. Say hello to someone new. Join a group that shares a hobby you love. The more you engage, the easier it becomes. And each connection feeds a part of you that helps you heal. So by now, you might be realizing that resetting your body's healing powers isn't about doing something extraordinary. It's about coming back to what your body has always known. Water, real food, rest, movement, peace, connection. These aren't new discoveries. They're the things that supported us long before we had pills for every symptom and screens at every corner. And here's the beautiful part. Your body hasn't forgotten how to heal. It just needs the right environment to remember. Imagine it like a garden. If the soil's dry and the plants haven't seen sun in a while, they might look a little wilted. But that doesn't mean they're gone. With just a little water, warmth, and care, they begin to perk up. Bit by bit, leaf by leaf, they return to life. That's your body. That's your spirit. You don't need to chase youth. You don't need to fight aging. All you really need is to listen to your body with kindness. Get what it's quietly asking for, and trust that healing is still possible. Because it is. Next, we'll explore another powerful way to help your body continue this beautiful reset. Another powerful way to help your body continue this beautiful reset is by turning your attention to something that often gets overlooked, your thoughts. Yep, the way you think and talk to yourself every single day plays a massive role in how your body feels, heals, and thrives. Now, I know what you might be thinking. At this age, my thoughts are my thoughts. I've lived a whole life with them. And that's true. But here's the amazing part. Your brain still listens, still adapts, and still responds to what you tell it. That little voice in your head, it matters more than you think. If you constantly tell yourself, I'm just getting old, or I guess it's too late for me to change, your body hears that and starts to believe it. But when you shift to thoughts like, I'm learning to take better care of myself, or there's still time to feel good, something starts to change inside you. Your brain begins to release different chemicals, calmer ones, happier ones, and your entire system responds with more ease, more balance. This isn't just feel-good talk. Science has shown that positive thinking and a hopeful attitude can reduce inflammation, boost immunity, and even speed up recovery. You don't have to be cheerful all the time. Of course. Life has its ups and downs, and that's completely okay. But starting each day with a little bit of gentle encouragement to yourself, just like you'd give a loved one, can truly shift your entire mood and in turn your health. Something as simple as saying, today, I give myself permission to heal, or I'm grateful for the strength I still have, can be enough to steer your mindset in a more healing direction. And if you've never tried things like journaling or gentle meditation, now might be the perfect time. Writing your thoughts out, sitting quietly with your breath, or even just watching the sky for a few minutes can help settle your nervous system and create the peace your body needs to repair itself. Which brings me to something else that's closely tied to healing. Nature. We often forget how much being outdoors can nourish us, especially when life gets busy or aches and pains make it harder to move around. But spending even a few minutes outside each day can have a profound effect on your well-being. Have you ever noticed how much calmer you feel after sitting on a bench under the trees, or walking beside a garden path, or even just watching birds flit across the sky? That's not just coincidence. Nature resets your nervous system. It lowers stress hormones, reduces blood pressure, and increases feelings of happiness and vitality. The sunlight helps regulate your sleep rhythms, boosts your vitamin D, and lifts your mood. Even the colors and sounds of nature, the green leaves, the rustle of wind, the chirping of birds, send calming signals to your brain. So if you can, spend a little time outside each day. It doesn't have to be a big outing. Just sitting on your porch with a cup of tea or taking a short stroll in the early morning light can do wonders. Let yourself connect with the natural world again. It's a quiet, grounding reminder that you're a part of something much bigger, and that healing often happens when we simply slow down and let life move through us. Now, before we wrap up, I want to remind you of something important. Your body is not broken. It's doing its best every day with what it's been given to keep you going. Aging isn't about falling apart. It's about evolving. Yes, things change. The pace may be slower. The needs may be different. But within you is still that spark of life, that ability to feel joy, to laugh, to grow, and to heal. You don't have to do everything perfectly. You don't need expensive treatments or complicated plans. The truth is, your natural healing powers were never lost. They've just been waiting patiently for you to come back home to them with a little water, a little movement, a little rest, some sunshine, and a kind word to yourself now and then. You can begin again, and it's never too late. If you've been struggling with fatigue or feeling like your body just isn't bouncing back the way it used to, please know that you're not alone. But also know this: every single step you take to care for yourself, no matter how small, adds up. Every glass of water, every stretch, every smile, every deep breath, it all counts. It's all a part of the healing. So, if this message has touched something inside you today, if it's reminded you of your own strength or made you feel just a little more hopeful, I'd love for you to share that in the comments below. Tell me how you've been feeling. Let me know what small change you're ready to try. We're all in this together, and your story might inspire someone else to keep going too. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to give this video a like. It helps more people find it. Subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this, where we talk about real, simple ways to live well and feel good, no matter your age. Because healing isn't about being perfect. It's about being present. It's about listening. And it's about knowing that you are still worthy of care, of love, and of feeling good in your own skin. Here's to living your best life at any age, and especially now. Because the best is not behind you. It's still unfolding, one beautiful breath at a time.